Yeah. So, just at 7 o'clock, and we're going to get the stream going. So, this is the second time we're running the Speak Dota podcast. This is Saturday, the 14th of December 2013. I'm joined by my guest on the most short term notice I've ever seen, TheAllRounder.
Hello! Why, hello there!
So,
I
basically.
imitate voices a lot.
So basically,
Sorry.
we're just going to be on about the usual kind of thing. It's going to be a bit different to one we did on Wednesday. We're going to basically, it's going to be like an interview kind of thing. First time we've really spoke, so we're just going to try and get to know each other, ask him his experiences on Dota, who his favourite heroes are, that kind of stuff. It's going to be a pretty chilled out podcast this week. So,
Well, this is a surprise.
I know. So, who are your favourite heroes on Dota 2?
My favorite I usually my first favorite hero is Axe, first of all, because well, Culling Blade. Enough said.
Culling Blade's
Slam dunks.
the cooldown on that is if you kill someone, there's no cooldown, which I really like the idea of at first. I thought it was going to be like
Yep.
ridiculously just cheesy and just going to be so many rampages. I've not really seen.
Yeah, it is.
I've seen some double kills, but it's kind of just. I don't know. I've never really been a massive Axe player myself. I like the idea of him
Well,
though.
it's. I'd agree. Well, now that I'm looking at my blue profile, seems that Venomancer is in my top hero spot, and he kinda is because Maslow, poison everywhere. Poison kills.
Venomancer's such a great. I was one of the only people, and I'm guessing you were as well, who before the 6.79 patch, where everyone started playing him, I liked him before that. I thought his slow was too good for people just to not look at. His ult just kills
Yeah.
everyone. It was really powerful. It's the slow and the wards. The wards got buffed, but they weren't tremendously buffed. I don't know. I really like that hero, in my opinion.
The tick damage helps with the ultimate because we all know that the ultimate can kill. So
I think
just one.
one of the things I always loved
Just
with Venomancer is just blinking in the middle, ulting, and just watching everyone just melt.
That is euphoria. Include Refresher and Aghanims on the mix, and you got a dead team.
I've never gone refresher. Oh, I should try that.
No, it's a bit of a pub build, but meh.
Some of the stuff is just so fun that you can do with people like Venomancer. People with massive ults that can just change a fight. They're just
Yep.
my favorite heroes, to be honest. I think like people like Venomancer's one of the only people. Him and I'd say Gyrocopter are like two of the hardest people to try and dive, because if you go underneath a tower, you're going just to get ulted and slowed and tank so much damage off tower, and then you're just getting melted by all the slow and the poison. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's very, very crazy. I know.
I remember I was
And
playing.
I suppose.
Go on.
Yeah? Sorry.
It's fine.
Go on.
Alright, sorry. It was basically the other game. I think it was a few days ago. It was Gyrocopter, and I was being dove by 3 heroes, and I just I just called down the missile. And I got double killed and they ran away. It's one of those things where if you tank up enough just to get it off, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. I suppose I'll add Vengeful Spirit to the mix because I don't know why actually. I usually start off as a support and then if I get enough farm, carry Venge. I always love doing that with Venge.
it's like buy wards, maybe get a mech for the first 20 minutes, then it's like Desolator, Yasha.
Yep, yep. Everything to the mix,
It's great.
and yeah,
That's like they're the kind of supports I love to play. People who can transition into the late game and actually do a lot of damage. People like Venge and Alchemist is one of my favorite ones as well to play as a support
hmm
because they have a lot of like they can gank really well as well, and then they just do a lot of damage late game, which is crazy.
this I can't believe the damage they do late game.
What was who was it? I was playing ranked this morning, and there was
Huh.
this captain. I was playing. I think it was solo draft. I was solo queuing captain's mode and captain's draft, and I ended up getting the Pugna mid, and Pugna is one of my favorite heroes at the minute. Just because if your mid was Pugna and they ever leave that lane, that's how we're gone. Because Max, I can't remember what it's called. The Max Blast, I think it's something Blast.
Uh, the Ethereal Blast, something,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It does 150 damage to towers, which is
Yep.
crazy.
Very, I'd agree.
So how long have you been playing Dota for then?
Hmm. I've played Dota 1 before, like when it was still new,
That's
and I was playing with my friends. I wasn't that good. Yeah.
that's crazy.
And then I stopped. Yeah, I suppose.
I've only been playing Dota for just under a year and a half now. I
I
never
see.
really played. I don't think. No, I've never actually played Dota 1. I've seen a lot of content on it. I've seen some videos and some people just streaming it every so often. But I've never played it, and I find it really interesting to listen to like people who've played Dota 1 and like how different it was then to how it is now.
Well, back then you had to like have Dota hot. You had to download some programs to change the hotkeys and whatnot. So, yeah,
It's
this a bit
crazy.
crazy.
It's weird to think
If
how
not, it was just.
it's changed.
Hmm?
It's weird to think how it's
Pardon?
changed compared to like you had to like there was no like matchmaking or anything was, so you had to just like find lobbies and find servers.
No, it was all Garena back then. Yeah, it was crazy.
And now you've got matchmaking, you've got like MMR stats being produced.
Yep.
It's really strange to think of, especially because when I look back at Dota 1, it really confuses me how so many people played it, and I'm just like I see all these things, and it's like wow, I genuinely wish I could have played that game when it was new. But then again, I'm like I'm happy I found this game.
Dota 3 is. Dota 3. Dota 2, sorry. Is, well, better in a way, graphic wise and everything else. It's just way better.
Yeah. Are you opening all your presents?
Yes, I am actually. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine because that actually reminded me. I I opened my presents and I remember I got so many things. I was just like, oh, this is pretty crazy because you open one, then you get another one. You get like 4 items, and you get another one. Then you get like 4 items, you
Yep.
get another one. I
Yep. It's all.
It's really nice,
Sorry.
in my opinion. I think it's really nice what they're doing.
It really like gives the new players an incentive to play. Like you get level 1 and then you get more items and then so on and so on. It's pretty nice.
I completely agree with that. And I like the fact that you said you've got to level up to get these new gifts, and then the
Mm-hmm.
very last present, which this is something I was talking about to a few of my friends the other night, and the new present is 5 levels higher than your current level, which again, like you said, gives the incentive to want to play the game more.
Yep. Battle point booster. Let's play.
I know. I've been in games where every single person has the battle point booster now, just wanting to everyone's activating them, trying to get that those next 5 levels to see where you get in the
Yeah.
next present. And again, I like the idea that they've done. I like the idea of giving presents out and then making you work to get more presents.
Yep. Very nice indeed.
One of the weird things which I was laughing at is they gave you the International 2013 pass.
Well, you can just watch it in YouTube. I didn't understand that, but I suppose it's fine.
The thing is, I don't think you can actually download the replays either, because they're that long,
No,
because they're that old.
no, I think it's already expired, if anything.
So I think it's more of just have this. It looks like you watched it.
Well, I've watched a few games of it.
I watched quite a lot of the
It's
International. I didn't watch all of it. I watched, I want to say, around about 20 games, which I watched a lot. I watched more of the finals. I didn't really watch much of the group stage back then. I only watched the people I actually knew.
I actually watched the finals after it was finished because I didn't have much time to watch it while it was going on.
Yeah.
So, well,
I was the same actually, because I'm not sure what time it was when you were, but it was like 4 a.m. in England. So like game, because it went to game 5.
well, I'm in Eastern Europe, so that's about 2 hours. No, 3 hour difference to England,
Yeah.
and it was more for me.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like I went to sleep and then I woke up the next day and I was trying to avoid like all the social media because I didn't want to know what happened. Because I think I had college. No, I had school the next day. Wait, yeah, I must have
I
had
think
school.
most of us had.
It was crazy. But then
Crazy.
in American time it was like 7.
Yep.
Uh,
Please don't mind me opening presents. I'm just.
it's fine.
Yeah.
I love one of the other things I liked about the presents was they gave you a chest and a key, but because most of the stuff everyone gets the same, like the mighty boar I think it is, the hood skin, all that kind. There's a few items which everyone gets the same, but I like how they give you a chest and everyone can get different things. I like that.
I wonder if all the items, like from the level 1 presents, are all the same.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't think all of them.
For level.
I think it's just it's more the it's so all the mythicals like the legendaries and they're all the same. I think it's just the commons and the uncommons that are different.
I see.
I think.
Dunno. Well, time to open something. If you don't mind.
It's fine. Keep going. Keep embracing the Christmas spirit.
Oh yes. Rare item.
One of the
It's inscribed.
ooh, the inscribed
It's
the kills.
yeah.
I love them.
Kill assists for me, and it's for bounty hunter. That is.
That's just how many.
Is a
That
bit
lets
hard
you
to
know
do.
how many kills get stole off you.
Yep.
I really like.
Basically.
I really like the Christmas map. That's
Well, I haven't really played it yet, but I've seen some videos and it looks cool.
yeah.
Pun intended.
I love how you're I know they updated it today because some people were complaining about performance issues. So you actually have the choice whether you want to play with that if you got if you want to have that map on, or if you don't want to have that map on. Which I think that's a nice little touch. If you don't want it on, in case there's some issues.
Yeah.
So the actual ranked system it's new. The idea behind it, I think they said, was to try and make pub players want to take Dota more seriously and actually not like it's to try and stop people complaining about other players. So they kind of
Because in some game, I think the ranking system is pretty helpful in a way because it's helpful in a way for the new players because I don't think you get pitted with some high level players, let's say, and yeah.
I like the fact that you've got to play 150 games to be able to play ranked, which
That's about level something.
I think they said level 13.
Yeah.
Something like that. But I like how you can't just go straight into a game. Like you can't just go straight into ranked, which the entire idea behind it was so you get partnered with people who aren't new to the game. You get partnered with people who it's the idea is you want to get the highest MMR possible, and then you want to play that so you get matched with people around your skill level. Now,
Yeah.
the one issue I only see with this is if people play bad in their prelims, then it's not going to go up for them. It's just going to be worse.
No. Yep.
I don't know how much you played of like team matchmaking.
I've played quite an amount matchmaking before.
Because
you get here in Eastern Europe you get pitted with Russians a lot, which is meh.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I've had that issue multiple times. Just searching Europe West. They're everywhere. And even
they are.
you queue US East, there's either like Spanish people, Brazilians, or Russians. So there should be a translator on Dota.
Yeah, and we really should be pitted with people who speak English, because I don't think the Russians know the preferences button in matchmaking.
That's one of the things. I think they said, or they were thinking about introducing like the report button for not speaking the language you search, but then they said it's only preferences. So
yeah,
the idea behind them saying preferences is just a loophole of them not having to put more work in, basically.
They are a bit lacking, I can say.
Yeah, pretty lazy. But overall, I think stuff like the matchmaking and the actual how you're gonna get, if it's true to what they say, and they say like you're gonna get partnered with people really close to your rating, I think that'll make people happier. But then it'll be like, how do you even get this rating? What are you doing? You're really bad, because people will take it even more seriously. I think it just comes down to like who you actually get partnered with.
Yeah. Here's hoping that you get partnered with a good player.
You're also hoping you get partnered with someone who doesn't just speak Russian.
Well, no, some Russians are good. Mm,
Yeah,
people will find that funny.
I don't. I think I'm more than happy to say Russians are good. It's they can be good. It's when you. It's I think the issue for a lot of people is not knowing what they're saying. You can say that about any language. I think it's just in the Dota community. It's more likely Russian, the language that no one knows. Especially if you
Yeah.
go into like a US server, people get really angry over there.
hmm Well, I think it's just a matter of understanding, I suppose.
I feel like if you play well enough, you don't actually have to talk.
hmm
Because I was partnered with 4 people who I'm not actually sure what language it was. It was in Europe West and they didn't speak English. But
Oh.
I feel like it's just as long as we won the game, we won it quite easily, and we actually played as a team. I feel like if you don't let people complain and if your team doesn't argue, there's definitely a
hmm
chance it can go well. You've just got to kind of like rely and trust on your team. But then you're
Yeah.
gonna have certain people who just constantly complain.
Control and do
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff. Nah, that topic to talk about. I don't think.
That's just most of the time how it goes. Again,
Mm,
it's just who
unfortunately.
you get partnered with. I like
Yeah.
how there's also there's a separate rating for there's a separate rating for
Parties.
yeah, that was it. I forgot about that for a second. There's a separate rating for parties, so you can't go and play with 4 other people who are much better than you and get put in a higher
Mm.
rating. That was one of the issues I was talking to someone about. They were really like kind of scared that that could happen,
Mm.
which I
Well,
found was funny.
actually, it depends. I looking at the matchmaking thing they put on the Dota 2 blog. It
Hmm.
shouldn't happen unless your MMR ratings, like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I saw that. The like there was like 1,000 difference in between players.
And it all balances out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought that was really interesting.
Hmm.
I think one of the good things is you can also see your friends' MMRs without
Yeah.
like you can see both their separate MMRs and but you can't see anyone other than your friends,
hmm
which I find funny. I think I like the way they're doing this.
Yeah.
I
Because it, like, shows how much skill you have in a way, not just through levels or, well, levels are, you can't, it doesn't really show uh, skill levels, but now with the MMR system, I suppose, in a way, you can show off your skills.
yeah.
That is, if you do MMR.
Yeah, I like the idea of like people would say, "Oh, I have like say someone has 800 wins, someone has 600 wins. I have 200 more wins than you." That doesn't mean they're the best player. That just means they've played more.
Yeah,
So I like the
I've
MMR.
I've had a bit of like a situation like that before, and didn't end pretty well. Happens,
Yeah,
just happens.
that happens when you fuck click the wrong screen. That happens when you clash with people.
hmm
But I like some of the uh, I I love how there's a new well, the sets like that have all come out. There's now a reindeer like for Cottle. I thought that was really cool.
Oh, the new Cottle set.
Yeah,
It's hmm, very interesting indeed.
it's a reindeer. I just but the thing is, you can also there's a picture. You can have the Cottle. You can have the reindeer with a unicorn on its head, which is
That's a bit OP.
I'll just get the picture now. Save this.
Can't,
It's really
I can't
funny.
seem to I can't seem to look at it in the two store. Oh, there he goes.
It's
Oh, there it goes.
it's the corrupted Angel the Eternal, which is the two horns, and then you can have the one horn on its head. So you can have three different um, kind of things. I'll just get this on stream now. But I was laughing so much when I saw this. It really did make me laugh. Put this on stream. Cole and his horse in all its glory. It's crazy. Well, I like some of the. I like how they've started bringing out like professional players gear and like team sets. I like that. I like how they're trying to get the community more involved and like it. I like how you can. I like the workshop and how you can submit your own stuff.
Well, it's just another way of returning stuff for the community. Steam should do, Valve should do better, I think. But then again, if there's no one doing these sets, they don't get anything. So I don't think,
I feel
unless they
like
do
if say you
whatever.
submitted a set
Yeah,
to the workshop, you should get some money off it instead of just Valve.
Ye- yeah, it's a bit unfair. But then again, if the community,
Yeah,
Volvo is
Volvo.
more than Valve.
Yeah, I can
Volvo, why you do this?
Volvo
Why you do this?
Volvo Plus. Uh, Volvo was really funny about it.
Mm.
But, I do agree. I think it's unfair that if say you make a really good set and they start selling it, you don't get anything off it. I think that's
Uh,
unfair.
Someone's telling me that you actually do get a
Do
percentage,
you?
if the if the percent is small, like quite small,
And
let's say 5-10%, it's
yeah,
kind of not worth it.
a new pro gear. I know like the professional gear. It actually says on the item that some of it goes to the players and the teams. I didn't think if you submitted some. I didn't think it did. You get 15%.
Hmm.
I never knew that. I thought it was just all Valve. Well, I feel like 15% is it's slightly reasonable. But
Mm.
if you bought a set for what, say say €8, you'd get 80. Is it cent? Is euro cent? It is, isn't it?
Hmm.
Thought
It
so.
is.
If they accept it, if you get 15%, they accept it.
That's about
All right.
8 euros. That's about. No, I don't really want to
Do maths.
calculate.
Same. Not up for maths. But I like the
Let's.
idea you can submit your own things.
Mm, it is nice,
I
but that's only for if you can like do stuff.
yeah. There was there was something on the Steam store the other day that got released, which was like a Dota modding kit, like a Dota modding program,
Hmm.
which
Interesting.
I don't know how much it is in euros. I'll find out now. I know it was It was £90, 90, 90
Hmm.
€2. It was €106.
Oh. Whoa.
I know
That's
it's a
only
lot
for
of money.
modding.
So, and
No.
that was the kind of stuff like people like Cyborg Map use.
Uh-huh. I see.
Which I guess if you want to get into something like that, you'd buy it. But if you just want to have a mess around, and that's not something you buy for that much
Now,
money.
then again, if you want to mod, you can just do it in Dota 1. Why not?
Yeah,
You can always mod there.
yeah, I completely agree with that. I saw it and I was like, it's a lot of
They
money.
can like use it as a learning thing, whatever.
I feel like there's always, like, especially on the internet, there's always going to be cheaper and cheaper versions of everything until it becomes free,
Yeah.
basically. There's always going to be something, like an alternative.
Mm-hmm.
So I just saw
There's
that,
always
that
a.
was a lot of money.
Hmm.
But I like the direction that Dota's going in. I feel like they lost a lot of
At the
support. Through,
Yeah, at the moment it's going at the right direction. I would agree.
I feel like they're just trying to get the community to like get behind them again.
Hmm.
Because they basically
And
ignored the community for a month.
hmm and what I really like, well, lately, what I really like is the new training missions. They're like quite good, especially the last hitting, because I'm sure most new players would like to learn how to carry, and last hitting's part of it. And the new last hitting training and practice modes just trains you in a way of
Yeah,
bettering.
I've got some friends who are just learning to play Dota. Like I've just met them through the college I go to now, and
Hmm
I, they they said they preferred the training on this game and like the tutorials to a lot of other
hmm
games. But I
Yeah,
feel like there's
cause
some they've got to add. But I like the last hitting one, like you mentioned. I thought that was a really good step into actually helping people before they play online.
hmm yeah. Mm. But still, the learning curve is a bit high still,
Mm.
I think. Because, like me, after I played Dota, well, I played Dota 1 occasionally back then. And then when Heroes of New Earth came out, I was not really one of the beta players, but anyway, I played it when it became famous. And then when Dota 2 came out, my computer couldn't play it. And then when it could play Dota 2, I've been playing it ever since. Then again, Hon is still there.
Yeah, I agree with you on the like the learning curve. I remember I had when I had about 70 wins. Like I was in like a group with like 5 friends who was playing a lot of PC games. That we're all starting to get more into PC games. We found Dota, 5-player game. I absolutely hated the game to begin with. Well,
Yeah.
I started like I remember around about 100 wins. After then, I enjoyed it so much because I actually knew what I was doing. You've kind of just
It's
got
a bit.
because I had no one to tell. I had like no one to tell me. I never like really looked on YouTube like, oh yeah, you've got to do this, 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 this. This is how you can be a better player. It was just like grind it out, and eventually you'll find something.
Yeah. I can remember one time I was just derping around here in Dota 2. I random because I always random, and Meepo pops up, and I thought, oh great, I can't play this hero, and I don't want to repick, so I play him. And I've watched a video before about Blink Meepo. I we almost won, but three of my team disconnected and left the game, and I just couldn't push hard enough.
Huh.
Sad, but meh, true story.
My first meatball game was round about when I was really new to playing the game. I'd say about 50, between 50 to 100 games. I got him. I loved my ultimate, and I was so confused why there was two of them for so long.
It is confusing.
It,
Meepo is not a hero for new players.
no,
Not.
like I joke about it now, but I'm pretty sure that was. Ugh, sorry. That was, I think, one of the worst games I ever played. I went 1-19. My first ever game was Meepo. So I was really confused what was happening. It's really funny to look at now.
It's always funny when random Meepo or someone you can't play, then you try to and win. That's strange.
But I think randoming is probably like the best for like the best for new players because it lets you make kind of like oh my god. I knew I was saying that I completely forgot. It makes you learn variety of heroes instead of just learning one hero.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like I said, I've liked how Dota's been changing. I like a lot of different things to it. But I'm um just laughing at some stuff Lucifer's playing on Steam. But so overall, I think it's going in the good direction. Like how Dota's changing. I feel like
Hmm.
it's on the up and up. I think is it updating right now? Yeah,
I
it's
have
actually
no
updating
idea.
right now. My Dota's updating.
What? That's strange.
It's a really
I'll
small
get my
update.
bill.
I feel like this will just be for it's 14 megabytes. This will just be fixing some server issues because there's a lot of games haven't been recorded today because of server issues.
Yeah.
That happened to me in my ranked game. I went 12-3 with Marana, and
Wow.
it didn't get saved. I was like, oh, screw your game.
Hmm. Some of my friends were complaining about it, like, Bobo, why you do this?
I was on Reddit before and I saw so many complaints and they were just like, Volvo, why you do this? Volvo
Yep.
fix game plus. Oh.
And then the emoticon, like, I don't know how to say it. Whatever.
Well, yeah. Gonna probably wrap the podcast up in a minute. So I'm really thankful of you doing this because it's a really short time. Spoken about what I added you about. Well, you added me about 5 minutes before this. You got
Yeah.
you got me out of a really tough situation. So yeah,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
so yeah, thanks for being on the
I would
show.
actually do it again
Uh,
if
yeah,
I get the chance.
yeah, I'll definitely get you on soon. I think I've got someone for all of next week. But again, I just got a text message because I texted the guy who was supposed to be coming on, and he was just like, "Oh no, can't make it now. I've got to go." I was like, "Oh, gotta try and get someone." Yeah, thanks to
Well,
Lucifer.
Yeah, shout out to Lucy and all the D2P stuff.
D2P.
Yep.
Uh,
Actually, yeah, D2P is a great place to learn. I will advertise it
Yeah,
because I don't care. I learned a lot from it.
I've gotten I remember getting added to that group. I I've actually been really interested in what it's all about because I've never actually seen it. But I remember I used to play quite a bit with Lucifer when he was in whatever like team clan thing he was in, whatever it was. And I
Hmm.
remember here's an interesting story about Lucifer. He was in a four with some of his team. I was in a four. We found each other on matchmaking. I went 30-1 against his team. Didn't I,
Whoa.
Lucifer? Went 30-1, and I still lost the game.
Wow.
Yep, because we had a random who went 0-18. Oh,
Oh, that always hurts.
yeah.
Ouch.
Oh,
That is bad.
yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. Um, I might have to look into that D2P thing. I think it's definitely something. Yeah, I played Ricky. Well, I think it's really good. Like it's helping the community a lot. It's definitely
Yeah.
something I'd happily like advertise on the stream. Something I'd happily do. Nature's Prophet. Oh my god. Oh yeah, you went Nature's Prophet, didn't you? And just split pushed. It's definitely something I like that's in the community. Um,
Yeah.
but this is coming to the end of the Speak Dota podcast. Thanks for watching. This is going to be on YouTube later. Thanks again for being on the show at such short-term notice. And
No problem.
see you guys. Peace.